Hey everyone, it's Ometer, and today I have another project for you for the Papercakes design team, and that is Papercakes by Serena B. What you see here are some photos of a banner that I made. Now, what I did was I made the best use of the flowers that I had from my previous floral wreath banner to make this Mother's Day banner. So I have a full process of everything that I did and how I did it. The only thing I don't show is how I cropped the letters, but I do have, if you check my previous video with the floral wreath, I will put the video link at the bottom so you can see how I prepared all of these. It's the best way for you to save on ink and paper. And so here I go. I'm just showing you the actual banner. I printed up only 2 sheets this time with my print and cut for my silhouette cameo. Of course, I cannot live without my silhouette cameo. And what I used was the Slay Girl paper collection. I used actually used the 4x6 cards. I enlarged the purple one to make the banners, and then the one with the confetti I used for the letters. I used another one of the 3x4 cards. I just enlarged them to fit the size that I wanted and that I needed for my banner. And all of the prints are from the Slay Girl collection. I'm trying to think. The flowers, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for the floral wreath so you can see which ones I used to make the flowers, because I used the leftover flowers for this. I also printed and cut these small little floral accents from one of the bonus cards and to use them on the sides of the letters. Now, I also used this purple cardstock. I think this cardstock's from like Stampin' Up. It's an old Concord grape, I think it was. I have packs and packs of those. But here, I just wanted to have an outline. Here you see the floral wreath that I made on my last project, and these were the leftover flowers. I got a little overzealous and I made several flowers, and here I'm showing you the banners. And these are the letters for the mom part, and this is how they're going to layer over the purple. I'm just showing you all of these things, and the leaves were also left over from my previous project. Now, you see I'm using this wired thread by Prima. I've had this in my stock forever, and of course I'm just layering the letters right now. And you'll see to the right there are little purple ovals. I'm going to use those on the back of the banners and the items for me to, because I'm going to hot glue everything, considering the fact that it's this wrapped wire and I want to make it a twisted wire as well. So here I'm just layering it over the cardstock, the purple cardstock. And when I did I forgot what it's called on my cameo. It's where you make the, here, let me see. I think I have it right here. It's the offset for the purple cardstock. I did it at 0.070, I think, just to have, I just wanted to have a line to differentiate the letters from the actual banner, just to make sure for it to pop a little bit more. And of course, I'm using the 3M mounting foam on all of my letters and all of my accents as well, and of course to layer the flowers, as you'll see coming up. I'm just setting everything, and I have it the way I want it on for the M's. The M's are going to be mounted, and then I'm going to add the little floral accents around the letters. I decided to do the floral accents for the M on the left hand side and the one on the O on the right hand side, just to give it a little bit of a different look. I was going to do on the opposite sides of the M's, but then I wanted them to look identical as well. And that's just, I'm layering it. And here, of course, I also did the little accents from the 3x4 card of these floral accents. As you can see right there, I tried to do it on the right-hand side. It just didn't look right for me. So I'm just trying to position here the flowers and how I want them. They're still flat. I'm going to go ahead and, with my Teflon bone folder, I'm going to go ahead and give them dimension by curling all of the petals. I do that for every single layer of the flowers. And of course, I'm using instead of just using the same print per flower, I'm mixing them just like I did with the Wreath the spring wreath, floral wreath that I used in my previous project. And I wanted to use the purple background on this one because it has the flowers and it's purple and it's really, really soft and lovely, you know, for a mom. But here I am just doing all of the flowers. I'm layering them and, of course, putting on some 3M mount foam between each layer just to give it a little extra dimension. I mean, they're already dimensional with me curling the petals, but I wanted them to have quite a bit of dimension because the banners are, as dimensional as the banners are, they're still a little bit flatter than the flowers. So this way it just gives it a whole extra look on it. And I wanted to do a Mother's Day project and make it to pretty simple, because you can do this with any of your die cuts and anything like that with the banners if you print up the papers from Papercakes. And also you can get the papers, the 8x8 cardstock, 8x8 papers patterns, or you can get the journaling cards separate as well. Like I said, for all of these I did use the journaling cards. And here I am just gluing the leaves to the back of these flowers, and I used the Scotch Quick Dry Glue. Well, it used to be the Quick Dry Glue. Now it's called Tacky Glue. That is the only one I love using on that liquid glue that I love using on my paper projects. So this is just, you don't see the other flowers on the opposite ends of the M's for the mom, but that is what I'm assembling right now. I just want to make sure that all of the flowers have dimension, and at least one leaf, or at least a couple sets of leaves. Some of them have 3 leaves, 2 of them together and 1 of them separate, but I want that to have a little bit touch of the green, because all the flowers, you really need the foliage for the flowers for it to just have a little bit more dimension. And now the leaves, I did leave flat, only because I wanted the focus to be on the flowers, not the leaves. And here I am just going leaf crazy on all of these. I did cut up a lot of them from my previous project, and I wanted to use them. I don't want to waste it, especially not when you're being conscious about the paper that you use and the ink that you use to print your designs. So here I am, I'm just getting out my glue gun, and I have one of these Surebonder glue guns, which I totally love because it has an on and off switch, and it actually shuts itself off, I think. I burned several glue guns in the past. So, and this was just one of the flowers. I totally forgot that I had a stack of flowers set off to the side, and the funny thing is, I didn't end up using one of the flowers for this project, but I went ahead and made it anyway. So I have it already set. I can put it on I can make it a gift topper, or just stick it onto the gift bag of whatever I give my mom. So here's the wrapped floral wire, and essentially, and whenever I make a banner, whenever I put together a banner, I like to start from the middle, because then you measure out your ribbon, wire, whatever you're using, and you start from the middle and you go outward, so you have the even amount of space, and you make sure that you have the right amount of wire on, like, for this project. So I use, like I said, that's what I used my little punches to make those ovals to glue in the back. This is just to make it clean, to make it look clean. And you see here, I'm wrapping the wire over a fat end of a paintbrush that I just had in my craft room, and then I'm going on to the next one. So each one of the items are going to be glued. Like I said, the reason why I wanted to do this, I just went ahead and just punched the extra cardstock I had to make these, because I wanted them to be stable. This is wire, and I wanted to, because I was going to curl it in the way that I did, I wanted it to be able to stay in the area of the actual object that I wanted to hang, the banners and the roses, because it can get pretty bouncy, in other words, and you don't want it to slide. I don't want my banner to be all on one side, So I'm just going ahead and between every one of the items, I'm going to go ahead and curl the wire and make sure that I glue it all in. And I also curled the ends just to have it prepared, and wherever I'm going to place it, it actually looks like the little curly things that, if you guys ever played with flowers for your crafting, it just makes it pop. So here it is, and here I'm just showing you the banner. I hope you guys like it. You guys let me know what you think. I hope you guys like these little tutorials, and I hope they help you use your digital products, because I totally love using them now. You can manipulate it however you want. But make sure you guys check Papercakes and also Serena B's website, and of course all of the links will be in the description. So take a look at everything and use these awesome prints for your Mother's Day projects. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.